Okay, so today we're looking at a specific group.
Yep, Group 131. And the author gave it this title, Supergroup with a super stupid name.
Huh. Okay, I think I know who that might be aimed at.
Probably. So our mission is to figure out which two albums actually survived this. Well, this pretty eclectic four-way fight.
All right, let's lay out the contenders. This is quite a mix. You've got two from Future of the Left Travels with myself and another, and Curses.
Right, the noise punk element.
Then completely different, Tumbleweed Connection by Elton John, classic stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And finally, Them Crooked Vultures, the self-titled album, the suspected target of the group name.
Yeah, looking at that lineup, Them Crooked Vultures. I mean, Dave Grohl, Josh Homme, John Paul Jones.
Right, from Led Zeppelin, QATSA, Nirvana, Foo Fighters. That's serious rock royalty.
It's almost unfair in a blind test like this, where quality and consistency really matter.
Well, it seems the author, Greenstocks, agreed. The source makes it crystal clear. Them Crooked Vultures just walked away with first place in Group 131.
Yeah, no real debate there, apparently. Done deal.
But it's interesting why, right? What does the source say about the sound?
It's described very specifically, really riff-heavy, super groovy, and they actually compared it to, like, classic Jimmy Page, that hard bluesy rock sound, but maybe, updated.
So solid, driving rock music, stuff that probably sounds great even on the third or fourth listen back-to-back.
Exactly. It's built for that kind of endurance test.
Yeah.
The source even points to specific tracks sealing the deal. Scumbag Blues was one.
Oh yeah, great track.
And the closer, Spinning and Daffodils, apparently those two really cemented its win.
Okay, so first place is sorted. Them Crooked Vultures moves on. That means the real action, the drama, was the fight for second.
That's it. This is where the whole listen back-to-back thing really creates tension. You had Elton John's Tumbleweed Connection.
An absolute classic, early Elton.
Versus the sheer weirdness of Future of the Left. Two of their albums technically, but it really came down to one, and apparently it was really close. FOTL pushed Elton hard.
Okay, Future of the Left.
Yeah.
For anyone who hasn't heard them, how do you describe that sound? It's intense.
It really is. Noise rock. Post-punk. The source called them a bizarre cross between Split Enz and Electric Six, which is interesting.
But messier, right? The source said a lot messier.
Definitely messier. And just weird. It's not polished. It's kind of angular, frantic, designed to poke you maybe, not soothe you.
Yeah, and they do things differently, like loads of really short tracks, right?
Yeah.
2 minutes, bang, done.
Yeah, short, punchy bursts. And the song titles, you mentioned them.
Yeah.
Suddenly it's a folk song.
Or I Am Civil Service.
Yeah.
You see that title, you know you're not getting background music.
Exactly. It demands attention. But here's the thing that almost got them second place. Beneath the noise, they're apparently incredibly catchy.
Ah, okay. So it's not just random noise.
No, not at all. The author admitted, like, walking around singing these totally bizarre lines that just get stuck in your head.
Like one from my gymnastic past. Wave, wave, wave. I don't want to wave, wave.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's ridiculously infectious once you hear it.
Yeah. It lodges itself in there.
It does. And there are other little details mentioned. Specific, odd lyrics like, Sausage on a Stick from a song called Wrigley Scott.
Sausage on a Stick. Okay.
Or that political line, Tories, Tories, thanks for the Tories, from Fuck the Countryside Alliance. It's that kind of memorable, absurd detail.
So it's those little moments, those hooks that hit hard and stick, even through the chaos.
Precisely. They have this immediate impact.
All right, so that's the challenger. What about the incumbent, so to speak? Elton John's Tumbleweed Connection. How did it fare under this intense scrutiny?
Well, this is where the comparison gets interesting. The source says, compared to the, constant weirdness of FOTL, the Elton album drags a bit in places.
Drags. Ouch.
And even calls it rather pedestrian.
Whoa, hold on. Pedestrian. For Tumbleweed Connection, that feels harsh. Are we sure that's not just familiar sounding compared to something deliberately trying to be strange?
That's a really fair point. I think the source means pedestrian in that specific 4-album race. When you're hearing FOTL's frantic energy over and over,
then maybe Elton's classic, slower burn style feels less immediately exciting.
Possibly. But, and this is crucial, the source absolutely acknowledges the quality of the big tracks on Tumbleweed. That's what kept it in the fight.
Okay. Yeah, you can't just dismiss songs like Amarina.
Right. Or Where To Now, St. Peter, and especially that amazing closer, Madman Across the Water.
That's a monster track.
So those songs gave it the weight to stand up to the catchy noise attack.
Exactly. They provided the foundation.
Yeah.
Now, Complicating things slightly, there was also the internal FOTL battle.
Oh, right. 2 of their albums were in the group.
Yeah. And the author decided pretty clearly that the earlier one, Curses, was the stronger of the two. More of those catchy, weird moments packed in.
So Travels with Myself and Another was kind of ranked 4th pretty early on then.
Seems like it. Even its good tracks like Drink Nike or that shouty one, You Need Satan More Than He Needs You.
Yeah.
They just weren't enough compared to the highlights on Curses. Okay, so the final showdown for second place, really, was Tumbleweed Connection versus Curses. Elton versus the catchiest weirdness FOTL could offer.
That's the core battle. And for a little while, according to the source, Curses was actually ahead.
Really?
Yeah, thanks largely to tracks like My Gymnastic Past, that earworm chorus we mentioned. The sheer impact of those bizarre hooks was winning.
Wow. So the weird noise was genuinely about to knock out the classic songwriter. What changed? How did Elton pull it back?
It seems to come down to, well, overall consistency, sustained quality across the whole album.
Oh, okay.
FOTL hits you with these brilliant, sharp shocks, but they're short bursts when you listen again and again, back to back.
The more structured, consistently strong songwriting of Elton maybe holds up better over the full runtime.
That seems to be the conclusion in the source, yeah.
Oh.
Tumbleweed Connection, even with those moments described as dragging, had enough high-quality material, especially with tracks like Madman Across the Water anchoring it.
They just had more staying power in the end.
Exactly. It managed to, as the source puts it, sneak second. Quality depth eventually won out over the immediate chaotic flash.
Right. Consistency beats impact over the long haul of this specific test.
Seems so in this case.
Okay, so let's get the final official rankings for Group 131. Just to be clear, who's advancing and who's out of the quest?
All right. In first place, advancing easily, them cricket vultures.
No surprise there. And in second place, advancing after a real fight.
Tumbleweed Connection by Elton John.
Okay, which means eliminated in third place.
Curses by Future of the Left. The challenger falls just short.
And eliminated in fourth.
Their other album, Travels with Myself and Another.
So looking back at this group, what's the big takeaway for this whole album quest idea?
I think it shows that this specific method, the repeated comparative listening, it tends to favor, well, quality rock and really strong classic songwriting, things that hold up structurally.
That consistency factor again.
Yeah, the high impact, maybe more chaotic stuff, even if it's brilliant in moments, might struggle against that sustained quality in this format.
But it also shows, for you listening, just how much power a single weird, memorable moment can have, right?
Oh, definitely. That FOTL chorus, Wave, 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 or Sausage on a Stick, those things almost took down an established classic. It shows that uniqueness, that specific emotional hit, really counts for something.
Which leaves us with that big question, doesn't it? When you're hunting for the best album ever, using a system like this, should that reliable consistency, like Elton's, always win?
Or does the sheer unforgettable impact of a few minutes of brilliant, absurd chaos, like you get with Future of the Left, deserve to advance sometimes? Where do you draw the line?
Yeah. Consistency versus unforgettable moments. That's maybe what this whole quest is really about. Something to think about.